What is up, guys and gals? Welcome to episode number 263 of the Nonsense Review, and more importantly, the first episode of our Sci-Fi month, which we used to try and make puns, but I've personally given up. I'm your host, as always, Devon, and joining me equally as always is Rick.
Hello, everybody. It's by Mon Sci-Fi Con.
I was thinking it, I wasn't going to say it. Also, doesn't work, does it?
No, we're not doing it every 2 months. It's not a convention, and we're not having a wrestling match between the mighty Cylons of Battlestar Galactica versus the gay robots from Star Wars.
It honestly has no right being as funny of a joke as it is, because 2 seconds later they're smacking C-3PO with a chair and R2-D2's fucking off, and it's such a perfect encapsulation of everyone's character.
Yeah, and Creepio's just bitching him out because he wants some help, and R2's just on his way. He's just doing one.
Yeah, C-3PO is an entertaining character, but boy is the actor for him a prick. Yeah. But anyway, yes, we're doing we're starting our Sci month. Fucking hell, I'm turning into fucking what's his name from Open All Hours.
Yeah, Granville.
Yeah, the other one, Ronnie Barker. Fuck that. I was gonna say what's his name, but we haven't got time for tirades. Damn it. Yes, we're gonna start our Sci-Fi month off quite strong. We are doing a movie from the '60s. In fact, we are doing the Phantom Planet. Are you ready for a bit of background info, Rick?
Yeah, let's go. I know nothing about this other than that it is in black and white.
Yes. And I warned you like 5 minutes before we started recording. I apologised. But yes, originally released in US cinemas on the 13th of December 1961, this can definitely be considered the early days of sci-fi. That being said, boy, is this summary going to be brief.
Yeah, fair enough. It's like a mere 16 years before Star Wars. Not everything from the 60s is shit.
A lot of it is. Nah, that's not fair. That's not fair at all. But yes, the film itself is really weirdly set in the 80s.
Right, yeah, because they saw how much the space race did for humanity, and they just assumed that would go on. Space
race isn't over yet. Like, man didn't touch the moon for another 5 years after this.
Yeah, for another 5 years after this, yeah. Wasn't it? Oh, it was 1969 for the for boots on the moon.
I've always got 1966 stuck in my head.
I think that was maybe First Man in Space.
Maybe that would have been Yuri Gagarin.
Yuri Gagarin, was it? Yeah.
I've always fuck up his surname, but Yuri's a pretty fucking strong Russian name. If it's not a strong Russian guy doing cool Russian things, it's going to be a little Japanese girl.
Yeah. Who has a thing for other Japanese girls?
Well, okay. Okay. Moving on. But yes. It's so weird being set in the 80s. Weirdly enough, it devolves pretty quickly from sci-fi to campy horror film, according to the synopsis, which immediately made me go, fuck.
Set in the far, far future of 1993.
It's so weird though, but I guess I can't complain because I remember growing up in the 90s, Rick, and you also grew up in the 90s, granted you're a little bit older. Like, films would be set in the distant future of 2020. Yeah. Back to the Future 2 goes to a point in time that is it's like 2025. Yeah, everyone was going nuts when we went past the date, because it's like, okay, everybody, now's the time, where's our fucking hover cars?
Yeah.
Hoverboards and shit. We have hoverboards, except I still don't know why they're called hoverboards, because they've got fucking wheels.
Yeah, they're fucking segways.
Just without the stick.
They're handled as segways. They're hands-free segways. They're crap. The one good thing to come out of it is that freaking vine of Darth Vader.
Yeah. Oh god, it's so good. If you've not pause the podcast right now and just look up Darth Vader eat shit on hoverboard. It's the funniest thing ever. Oh goodness. But yes, interesting tidbit. This is the film debut of Richard Kiel. Do you know who that is?
No.
It's Jaws from James Bond films.
Okay.
Yes, he did have a few TV roles under his belt before this, and standing at over 7 foot fucking tall, he more or less had the market cornered for big man in cinema during this era.
Yeah, big fucking villain man, yeah.
That being said, good luck if you can tell. Like, the only reason you'll be able to tell it's him in this film is because, oh wow, that is a giant man, because he's covered head to toe in a fucking costume. As for the legacy of the film itself, it's pretty much only thanks to a fun little show called Mystery Science Theater 3000 that people give a fuck about this. For those of you who don't know, that was basically a comedy show based around riffing off of terrible B-movies that they could easily show because they were in the public domain. Guess what, Rick? Yep. This film is in the public domain. And the story goes that either the original owners forgot to re-up their claim or just didn't care.
Fair enough. And shout out to Mystery Science Theater 3000, because that's basically what we're doing. Just you have to go and find your own episode.
In theory, I think I could technically upload this with the video attached, but I'm not going to chance it.
I get you.
We've done it twice in our history, very early on in our, I'll say, career. One was
Wonder Over Yonder from Disney.
Yeah, I was going to say
And the
Phil
other one
McCracken's
was,
work, and they've been very cool about that, or that they also don't care because they didn't have as much of a following as they would have hoped for Wonder Over Yonder. The other one was My Little Pony, and boy did they have a fucking stick up their arse over that one.
Yeah, it was like days. Like within days, it was given issue to take down.
Like, I understand it, it's theirs, and I've got no gripe with it at the end of the day. I don't really care that much, but at the same time, if anyone can watch that in a watchable form along with us, they fucking can't. It was in black and white, it was reversed, it was so tiny you needed a microscope to be able to watch it, but Hasbro was just like, no, that's ours, you can't do nothing with it. And I'm like, okay, that's fine, weirdos. But yeah, that's pretty much all I've got here. And yeah, as you say, we've got a show on in the UK. It's been pretty popular since just before COVID, in fact, called Gogglebox, and everyone likes to point to that as the watching thing and commentating over it type of thing. But no, Mystery Science Theater fucking did it first.
Yeah. And Gogglebox usually shows the thing and then shows people's reactions because it wants to show like 3 different people's reactions to the same thing.
Yeah, they very much tailor what reactions are worth showing. That being said, this isn't the first time we've watched something that Mystery Science Theater has. Basically, 2 out of the 3 Gamera films that we watched for the show were also done by Mystery Science Theater, except they didn't treat them as Gamera films. They were the monster from blah 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 blah.
Right, okay.
So yeah, that about does it for the summary of what we're watching. Again, it's sci-fi, it's old, it's going to kick off our sci-fi month, and yeah, for those of you who are new to the show and new to the channel, what we do on the review itself is, before we actually watch the thing and rank it and say what we hated and what we loved, we talk about our weeks and the goings-on in the wide universe, with some caveats of not talking about the shitty stuff. We're trying to keep it light, guys. So with that in mind, Rick, how's your week been, buddy?
Well, the update for Diablo came out. The new expansion is out finally, and I have lost maybe 2 nights to it.
Oh yes, and they have to be nights right now, don't they?
Yes, because I am doing things during the day, which is also why I'm recording at night. If we sound different, something that we've mentioned before, it's because the vibe is different. We have been up the entire day.
Yeah, we're also in that annoying point of the year where the sun comes out at 6 o'clock in the morning, so I'm up super early anyway.
Yeah. But yeah, the update gives us Warlock, as I've been mentioning 5 or 6 times. Finally got to play one. A friend of mine also plays a Warlock. The friend plays Mono Fire, and I play Mono Abyss. So all my shit is purple, all their stuff is red. So we don't get confused over who did what.
I mean, fair enough. So how many elements are there actually for the Warlock, or is it just the 2?
It's just the 2, but they're both split between 2 different ways of doing it. So there's on purple there is Occult and Abyss, and on red there's Demonology and Hellfire. So yeah, there's 4 skill tree flavors, 2 element flavors. So it's all fire and shadow.
And could you, in theory, mix and match from the 2, or is that so suboptimal that no one does it?
You absolutely can, and quite often some of the best ways to do things are to mix and match because of the added effect being more important than the flat-out damage. So, like, if there's a fire thing that's like, oh, this melts armor and therefore gives everything the vulnerable status, and that then combos with things that do extra damage against vulnerable things, then that works great no matter what you are. However, I have 2 skills that I have modified into being abyssal. The demon head that I can summon that's meant to be a flamethrower now just vomits bad breath goo at people.
I knew you were going to use the word vomit.
Yeah, but it's that or burps.
Yeah, but it's so you're going to go for the gross thing.
Yeah. It's also a demon head. What do you want from it?
It could have literally just been, you could have just said it breathes abyss now instead of fire. Boom.
Yeah,
but it's you, so I knew you were going to be gross. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Been having a decent amount of fun with it. We're not gone super deep into the actual end game yet because we're not at the end game level, which is now 70. We're both around the 50-odd level.
What was
another
it
friend got into it as well, so it was used to be 60.
Okay.
So 50 in the base game, 60 in the first X pack, and 70 now.
Fair enough.
And yeah, another friend has got bought into it as well, so they're going going through the base campaign, which I've also not really done, so I'm doing that alongside them. I've got to about the point that I got to in last season before my old season character became Eternal, and yeah.
Yeah, the base game in Diablos tend to be weird anyway.
Apparently this one is the best base game that they've ever done
It's
from a
low
cinematic
bar.
standpoint. It is. Like, I remember basically one fight from Diablo 3 that wasn't just monster is a stat stick, and that's when it was like Asmodan becomes a massive thing in the middle of the arena, and it fights like a different game, you know?
No, I don't know, but let's move on with our lives.
Sure, okay. The other thing that updated was Nikke. This updated last week, but this week is when the event got completed. They're on the 3.5 year anniversary. Last year, one of the main girls got upgraded from being trash tier to beyond super meta, and now the other two from your canon main squad have been upgraded at the same time.
I mean,
one
it's
of
hard
them gets
to
a story.
You got to appreciate me here, Rick, where I say it's hard to get hype because Nikke at the end of the day is a gacha game, and I know the two people I know who play gacha games even remotely are like, oh yeah, no, the story's good in this one, fine. It's still the quote-unquote, I'm using air quotes very heavily here, the sexy gacha game where everyone jiggles a lot, and also it's a gacha game. Just look at the amount of money that they fucking rake in based on mental illnesses.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it's the jiggly gacha game where all the characters are jiggly VTubers, pretty much. Like they're animated just like the same way the live 2D VTuber is. But yes, the story had me actually pretty gripped. And once the event goes away, the story goes away until they put it in the vault, which is probably going to be in about 6 months. And other than that, I've done otherwise very little. In the wide universe, the only story that I've got is that Evangeline Lilly from Ant-Man, she's the Wasp, in case you forgot, has been let go from Disney. And now she is free to rag on Disney for using AI and go throwing their hat in with AI as much as she likes.
I mean, that's not nothing that no one else hasn't complained about. That being said, I'm assuming she was part of the mass layoffs that we didn't really talk about it because, again, it didn't feel, I wouldn't say worth talking about, but it's Disney. They do this shit all the goddamn time. It's just wrong.
Yeah.
They did a massive axe specifically for their Marvel-related things. I think one of the most egregious one was literally someone being called into an office where they designed the office to look all Marvel-y, and it's like, yeah, we're firing you, and it's like, what the fuck?
Yep.
It's awful. But at the end of the day, Disney is a big corporation, and they're going to do what big corporations do, and that is screw the little guy.
Yeah, it's about 8% of all of Disney has been let go last month.
And almost all of them were Marvel.
Yeah.
It's a lot of, speaking of AI, a lot of the artistic and CGI side of things got let go, which I know they're trying to distance themselves from the AI crew, especially seeing as their investment in Sora fell through. But at the same time, it's very clear why that department is the one that faced the axe this time.
Yeah, you can very definitely see the DNA right there. But yeah, that's pretty much it for me and mine. I'm sure that something you say will be something that I remember that I've forgotten. So yeah, how have you been and what have you seen?
Rick, I did the achievement of the week.
Was it at least fun?
No.
At least it's better than last week where you had to use your skip button.
Oh yeah, I really didn't want to use any lifelines at all, but I was like, again, I go back to last week and hear me bitch about it. I'm not going to repeat myself. But yeah, this week it was in Alex Kidd in Miracle Land.
Ah yes, this is the mascot that Sega wanted to promote before they came up with a good one.
The achievement was for beating a boss called Paperhead, and whatever. The controls for that game are jank, but because I don't have any nostalgia for the Master System, it means I don't like it. And yeah, that really is the criteria, because I put up with some fucking jank controls if I'm playing a game that I played as a kid, but I've got no time for that shit when I'm playing a game because I feel honor bound to do so.
Is it as bad as having to press up to jump?
No, it's not that bad.
Okay.
No, it's not that bad.
It could have been worse then.
No, here's the annoying thing, Rick, is the controls make sense and they work. The problem is sometimes your character just keeps going.
Right.
Yeah, so there was at least half a dozen occasions where I didn't shout at the TV, but I was like, fuck off, you know?
I get you. I absolutely get you.
Yeah, although I will give the game a bit of a tick in the box of, boy, did this feel like playing a game for the first time back when I was 8, where,
right,
like, you got to play these games in hardcore mode, which means you can't just create a save state. So if you run out of lives, you start the game again.
Yeah, that's how games used to be.
and I picked up a bunch of achievements on the way to getting the achievement of the week just from the fact that, you cleared this bit without dying. Because funny enough, if you do something over and over again, you get really good at those bits of the game, but then you die to the thing that's been killing you for the last 5 minutes, and then you got to do everything all over again, and I was losing it.
Yep, and just sagely nodding along because this, yeah, exactly this.
There was a point where I was like, I should take a break and just come back to this, because I was playing for like 50 minutes straight, which I like to take breaks from playing video games just to stretch my legs and give my eyes a bit of a rest. Only like 5 minutes. I'm not crazy. I'm not like one of these people who's like, I need to detox from the screen for an hour for every hour I play. Which if you do that, fair enough. That's how you run your life. But I'm not like that. But I need to have a break from time to time. And I was just like, no, you know what? I'm just going to keep playing until I hit this achievement point, because otherwise I'm going to lose what I've gained.
Right, yeah, because both of those approaches are valid. There is the momentum right now, and there's the cumulative block of keeping going.
Yeah,
These are sometimes equal and opposite forces.
Yeah, it's one of those where if I step away from a game for long enough, I forget how to play them.
Yeah.
It happened. It's one of the reasons why I didn't do the super secret ultra boss in Clair Obscur, which I'm not going to spoil anything for, but one of the reasons why I didn't do the steps towards it is my game bugged and that I couldn't reboot my save. And then eventually it just fixed itself after like a month, and I was just like, I'm going to see if this boots up after a month. And then I was like, oh shit, it works again. Great. I fought a challenge area and I couldn't dodge for shit because I'd lost the timing. And I was like, no, I'm not relearning this. I've beaten the game. I've done a lot of the side content. I'm done. I'm out. And that's fine.
Yeah, muscle memory's a hell of a drug.
I've also played some other games, Rick.
Have you?
I picked up a game called The Three Kingdoms Rebirth.
Okay.
This is an FMV game.
Okay. So it's one where you do little tiny choices and then it changes what video plays.
Yeah, it does do that. There is a language barrier here, Rick.
Yeah. So is it actually in Chinese?
It's fully voiced over in English if you want it to be. However, I've got the voices to play in English. To play in Chinese, and the everything written out to be in English. But the translation is not good.
Okay.
It's not English. It's just they use the wrong pronouns quite frequently, and they put verbs in areas they shouldn't be any verbs.
Right.
So
is it kind of like Backstroke of the West, where instead of saying no, the translation is do not want?
No, it's not that bad. It's just it's a bit jarring. And also, every transition between scenes is just like, what the fuck's happened? Why are we here now? But I gotta be honest with you, as a fan of Three Kingdoms lore, it's kind of amusing. I was kind of bummed out when the first scene was, by the way, this is an isekai.
Jesus. So Isekai Three Kingdoms abridged.
It's nice. Again, I wouldn't even call it that. I read the description after buying. The game was less than 20 quid, so and it's brand new, and I was like, you know what? I like Three Kingdoms. I'll go in on this. And I read a statement from the creator after purchasing it and playing like a chapter, and it's just like, this has been my dream. This is my dream game that I've wanted to create for like years, and we're reclaiming the Three Kingdoms as Chinese, and I'm like, I don't know what the fuck that means.
Like, who stole the Three Kingdoms?
Apparently Japan.
Okay.
And the thing is Japan is weird like that when it comes to Asian culture, so I'm not going to say he's wrong, but I've not seen evidence of it. I'll put it that way.
I get you.
But yeah, and he's made a bunch of changes to the lore, which is so funny to read when it's a romanticization of history. I've changed historical facts, and I'm like, okay, I wish I knew that before jumping in, because I was wondering why the fuck I'm talking to Xiao Guo and why she's a Zhou student. Yeah. But the first scene of the game is you talk to, I assume, the main character's best friend or something, and she's playing a mobile game that's a gacha game based on the Three Kingdoms, and I'm like, I hate everything about this.
Yeah.
But I enjoyed. You get sucked into the game, and you're a god king from space. You're Swarm Brothers with the Swarm Brother crew, and Rick, it's a romance game, and I didn't realise that going in.
Oh, do you romance the Sworn Brothers?
No, you're romancing ladies, but it doesn't make any sense, man.
Yeah. The only red lady I really know is Diao Chan, and
she's dead.
Yeah.
No, you joined the game well after that shit happens. Anyway, I might speak about this more next week once I've actually completed it. But yeah, I was vastly unprepared for what I was jumping into. I'll put it that way.
So it's been a wild ride, has it?
It has. But I'll be honest with you, it's kind of fun in a batshit insane kind of way.
Right.
Oh, also there was a funny moment where I've been playing it entirely with just my mouse, because that's what I thought I thought I would need and nothing else. And then I got to a scene where it was like, press and hold S on your keyboard to sneak past these guards. And I was like, because my keyboard's on the other side of the room because it's wireless. So I fucking failed that.
Panic, dive for the keyboard, not get there in time, and yeah, you fail your stealth mission. Did the game continue, or did you just...
It went to a game over, and it was just like, cool, the character that you were trying to rescue has been recaptured. Also, this maid that works for you exclusively, I'm now going to do horrible things to. And I'm like, oh, wow, that's dark. Reset.
Okay. Yeah. Just reset that timeline. That timeline didn't exist.
Absolutely. Well, you're a badass super beast. You can't fail.
And all you had to do was hold down S, and you'd have been fine.
Annoyingly, that is literally the only requirement. And again, I didn't even dive for my keyboard. I was like, I'm looking at the timer. I'm looking at my keyboard. I'm going to... Because again, I've got my laptop as well in the way.
Yeah.
So it's one of those where I would have knocked over the table with the laptop on. And I'm like, I'm not losing my laptop. It's just to complete a sequence that I suspect I can retry. But anyway, like I said, I might talk about this more next week. If I don't talk about this more next week, just assume that that's the end of the funsies.
Yeah, either there's very little more and you found the rest of it shit, or you end up not completing it, or you do complete it and it was shit as well. So we'll find out.
We'll see if there's some eroge scenes.
Yes, good old eroge.
The other new game that I tried is Mouse, PI for Hire.
I've also heard about this from someone else just this last week. This is the Disney-styled Noodle Arms animation of, in the style of Steamboat Willie, but as a first-person shooter, is it?
Yeah, pretty much. That's pretty much what it is. It's been quite a fun game so far. Troy Baker voices the main dude, which, if you're going to get a voice actor to voice your main character, he's a pretty good pick.
He is.
And yeah, it's very noir. It's all in black and white, which is a choice. But yeah, it really does help things work. All of the character models are 2D.
Yeah.
But you're in a 3D world.
Okay, so is it like Mr. Game & Watch, where...
It's not that basic.
Okay.
No, the game is very
Can you
pretty.
see the side of people, or are they always facing you?
They are always facing you.
Okay.
Which is...
So it's like Wolfenstein, or Doom.
Yes, yeah, kind of actually an excellent comparison, except way upscaled.
Sure, yeah. Wolfenstein, Doom HD.
Yeah, it's a
Doom 1 HD.
I've got to say, Rick, it's an early contender for like visually impressive game, in my opinion.
Nice.
It's a very stylized game, but very impressive visually. Although there is a funny moment where corpses persist, which means when the enemies that you've killed are dead on the ground, it means the bodies rotate because they always have to be looking at you front on, otherwise it looks weird.
Sure, yeah, that happens in Doom as well.
Yeah, it's so silly.
Yeah. Do they show up in cutscenes as well if you end up having to do one in a room where things are dead?
I've got to be honest with you, there hasn't really been any cutscenes.
Okay.
A lot of the cutscenes are just, here's us introducing this villain, and it's just them running across an area which you haven't been in yet, so there's no possible way for there to be dead bodies.
Right, okay.
Yeah. I've been having a lot of fun. For the longest time, the only weapon you have is a pistol. That's kind of all you need. But as soon as I picked up a shotgun, boy, did that game get 10 times more fun.
Yeah.
I love shotguns in video games.
As Doom does. Like, you get rewarded for your risk-reward gameplay of being up close in people's faces and then unloading with shotguns.
It's very fun. The shotgun so far has almost always been a one-shot, one-kill, apart from one enemy type, which takes like 3 shots from the shotgun, and they're annoying, and I hate...
And I'm guessing they take like 40 shots from the pistol.
I don't know, I've not tried.
Sure.
The thing is, Rick, is when you get into something's face, I wouldn't say their AI is buggy, but I feel like they're programmed to kick you away, which means they stop shooting their gun, which is a lot easier to deal with than them shooting their gun.
Sure, okay.
But yeah, hey-ho. And just every animation in the game has been so fun. The health pickup item is basically a bottle of... I wouldn't say it's booze, but it's booze.
Sure.
And you go through the whole animation of uncorking it and swigging it, and your head moves with the animation. It's a very fun little detail. You've also got like basically a combat med kit that you carry on you and you can stack up. They're piles of cheese.
Yep, as it should be for a mouse PI.
Absolutely. And even when they're advertised in-game, they're advertised as, these never go off, and that's why you can carry 100 of them.
Sure.
And they will always heal you. And this game does something I really appreciate, and I feel like you can only do it with the art style and general genre they're going for. before. There are doors that you can go through that are locked, but they'll have a sign on them saying no entry in brackets yet.
Okay, yeah, it's there to, tease, but also direct.
Yeah, I like being told, hey, yeah, this door opens, well done, but you can't go here yet because gameplay has to happen. There's also other doors that say exit only, which is also a great way of marking doors.
Yeah, because you can come through this door later, but you'll be going from the other side.
Yeah.
Or it's just there for decoration.
If it's just there for decoration, you just can't do anything with it full stop, and there's no signs on it. It's just for decoration.
Cool, okay.
Again, I appreciate it. I don't think you can do that for every game, but for a game with this general vibe, absolutely it works. It's fantastic.
Sweet.
All right, Rick, you ready for some news?
Let's go. What happened?
All right, Rick, blue button or red button?
Blue.
Blue. Yeah, so there's a meme that's been circulating with a general question. I don't know why it's circulating now, because it's been like a question since time immemorial, it feels like. Where, okay, Rick, everybody in the world has to press either the blue button or the red button. If everyone presses the blue button, nothing happens, everyone's fine. If more than 50% of people press the red button, then everyone who pressed the blue button will die.
Oh, then yeah, you gotta press red.
See, that's the thing, is if you're looking at it from a game show perspective, you're kind of correct. If you're looking at it from a moral perspective, my personal stance is you have a moral obligation to press the blue button.
Yeah, but if everyone knows what the red button does, then just everyone presses the red button.
Yeah, but if you only need half or more people to press the blue button, then everyone's fine anyway, so why wouldn't you press the blue button?
Yeah, but people are dickheads. I have no faith in humanity to not press the red button.
I don't think more than 50% of humanity are dickheads. I think the majority of mankind will be like, well, I'm going to press the blue button, because whisking people dying for no reason is pointless.
I appreciate that standpoint, and I appreciate that it's a very optimistic view of humanity.
Yeah, okay, so you're saying you'll join the selfish dickheads, yeah?
Yeah, because I don't trust humans. And if I fail, great. And if I succeed, well, you should have pressed the red button.
Wow. Let it be noted that on this podcast that Rick would gladly sacrifice up to 49% of the populace.
Yeah, well, they should have read the fine print that said, if you press the red button, you have no risk.
Yeah, but again, Rick, imagine babies.
All you have to do is swing the baby at the button.
But that's not how that oh, yeah, fucking smash its skull in. Just be like, oh, well, I guess that vote doesn't count. We'll toss it on the pile of dead babies. This is all hyperbolic, of course, but I think you can learn a lot from someone based on how they answer this question and how they approach this question. Mr. I don't laugh if I'm on my own.
Well, pretty much. I can think of times that I've laughed when I'm on my own, like on 10 fingers, and 2 of them while watching Konosuba.
On 10 fingers? Like, you're making yourself sound like more of a psychopath with how you choose to word things.
10 fingers. I need to import 2 additional fingers because the other 2 are thumbs.
This is how Rick sees the world, ladies and gentlemen. But yes. Seeing as we're at that point in the video, let us know in the comment section what you would pick on this moral conundrum. Would you pick to choose the blue button in the hopes that no one dies? Or would you press the red button because you're a selfish prick and don't mind risking a bunch of people dying?
You're not a selfish prick, you just read the question.
Okay, dude. Again, man, if it's a game show and the question changes to if you press the red button, it's the steal or keep question from Golden Balls, where it's like, in that scenario, it's always beneficial to steal.
Yeah, because
but it's also just money.
Yeah. So the actual thing to do is make a pact with everyone in the dressing room of, let's all choose and say, I am going to steal, and then the person who says, I am going to steal first will steal, and then we'll just cut the loser in on some of the money.
I think you've skipped a step in that. I understand what you're referencing, but I think you've skipped a vital step in the equation.
Yeah.
But because that happened, by the way, there is a show of Golden Balls where the guy spent, it felt like 20 minutes, but it was only like 5 because they have to cut it for TV, saying that he is going to steal, so there's no point in you stealing as well because I'm going to steal it, and if you steal it as well, we will both lose money. And then once they both actually picked split. Well, because you convince the other guy you're stealing anyway, and it's like,
so if he picks steal, then you both lose. If he picks split, then the steal guy wins. If he picks, so he might as well pick split because the steal guy might cut you in, and then because the steal guy picked split, it, then they both walk away happy.
Pretty much. Also, it was for a ridiculously low amount of money for that show. Anyway.
Oh, it's like 75 quid.
It wasn't that low, but it was, the top prize for that show was like 500 grand, which I don't think anyone ever won.
Yeah, and it was like 4 figures rather than 5 or 6.
Yeah, I think it was like 6 grand or something ridiculous.
Yeah.
Which, 3 grand's 3 grand. It's not bad for an afternoon's work, but at the same time, if you're playing a game show and the top prize is 500, you'd feel a bit stung.
Yeah, it is and all. But yes, you got any more news for this week?
I do. We waffled a bit on that philosophical question. I can't believe you, Rick. Tut, tut, tut. Rick, do you want to take a guess at what the next Predator crossover is going to be?
Okay, so we've had Alien, we've had... like, in terms of what media is getting a Predator, or what the next Predator film is going to have as their crossover thing to put in there?
It's a 5-issue comic series.
Oh, 5-issue comic series. Batman.
Already been done.
I
could give you 50 guesses and you will not get it, because I read this and I went, why? Are you ready for Predator versus the Planet of the Apes?
Oh boy, I mean, the Planet of the Apes, like, full credit to them. They have their own society, but how is this different to the Predator just landing on Earth and slaughtering humans? Like, the apes have, they've got a bit more of a collaborative mindset than the humans do, so it's just, okay.
I don't think you've watched Predator, have you? Because I want to point out, the humans in Predator are pretty fucking teamwork focused.
Yeah.
Except for that one prick.
Yeah, that's exactly it, though. Like, you've always got that one prick. And also the Predator tends not to hunt things that are not worth hunting. Like, if someone just, like, actually outright surrenders, don't they just, like, lose interest?
Well, depends what Predator you're dealing with, really, because I think I told you already with the Predator Killer of Killers, where there was one guy who was just fucking ski-balling planes during World War II in his super advanced spaceship, which is not fair.
Yeah.
Even slightly.
Yeah. Yeah, so you've got some, like, actual, like, super beyond honourable protagonist Predators, and you've got your frat boy Predators.
Like, my favourite Predator is the one in... I think the film was just called Predators, where they transported a bunch of humans to a planet for a couple of young bloods to kill. And there was a guy who was part of the Yakuza, and he stayed behind to fight one of the Predators that were chasing them. And the Yakuza guy just has a fucking sword, and the Predator just takes off all of his super advanced fucking high tech shit and pulls out a sword. And it's like, this is so dumb, but so cool.
Yeah, both of these things, and like, it's the kind of thing that makes you like that Predator.
Yeah, and I believe he died as well.
Yeah. Rest in peace, good Predator.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't really know what they're going to do with this. Someone offered up the comment, and I'm sorry, I can't remember who it was, but it was a comment on Reddit of the Predator just finishing up its hunt, walking along a beach, and finding the Statue of Liberty and goes, "Oh, you maniacs! You blew it up!"
Well, they'll say, ek, 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 and then the subtitle is, "You maniacs."
It turns out they have a copy of the Planet of the Apes on VHS, so he pre-recorded the voice clip on his little fucking machine.
And the only reason they came to the Planet of the Apes is because
he wanted to do the
fans of it.
Well, Rick, the Planet of the Apes isn't a different planet, you know. It's kind of a big point of the plot.
Yeah, okay. But you know what I mean. Like they came to the world that the Planet of the Apes is a reflection of Earth of, just to do that.
I mean, in theory, this would just be set super far in the future, Rick.
Yeah.
Rather than actually being a new Planet of the Apes.
I wonder if the Planet of the Apes movies are canon in the Planet of the Apes continuity. I'm assuming
almost certainly not.
I wonder if The Simpsons are canon in the Planet of the Apes timeline.
And they can't be, because they have their own Planet of the Apes musical.
Yeah. Oh my god, I was wrong. It was Earth all along.
It was a very good Simpsons bit, and everybody should appreciate it. And the person behind the modern Planet of the Apes, Andy Serkis, has said he's never seen it. Yeah, bastard. Anyway, in other news, Rick, this is a piece of news that I imagine would have been on your radar. United Wizards of the Coast, the team behind MTG Arena, have unionized.
Oh, have they? So I saw this a few days ago in that they were threatening to. But I guess since they have a name, then they now have.
Yes, they've unionized. This can only be a good thing. Hasbro/Wizards of the Coast itself immediately put out a statement saying, "But we thought we were family. Why do you need a union?" And it's like, you know why.
Yeah, it's because of that statement.
For those of you not in the know, Rick and I have covered multiple times on the podcast since we've started it of mass layoffs by Hasbro.
Yes. I believe this union is currently only the MTG Arena crew.
Currently, but they immediately were like, yeah, we're trying to rope in pretty much everyone who works on MTG because shit sucks, brother.
I mean, if it's Wizards of the Coast, it can be anyone from the D&D side as well.
Listen, man, the bigger your union is, the better. Like, there's no benefit to turn people away.
Yeah, absolutely. They can fire all of them, but that's going to be a bunch of class action lawsuits.
Yeah, you big old asterisks on this because Dump is still in charge, but as of right now, you can't just fire your entire team because they've unionized.
Yeah.
Not without paying for it anyway. And to be honest with you, I think that would be that would temporarily halt them making money if they fired everybody, which means technically speaking, they can't do it because they're obligated to their shareholders.
Yeah, they've got a lot in the pipeline that's basically already made. Like the next couple of sets are literally already designed and already printed.
Yeah, but with how quickly they fucking turn those over, Rick, that's going to be like what, 6 months at most?
Yeah, but like we've definitely already like the last couple of pre-releases have had snafus where instead of your promo card, you've accidentally got one from the next set.
Oh, you mean like how a bunch of people got Marvel cards recently?
Yeah. People got Marvel cards at the last one. People got Turtles at the one before, and it's been a real problem. The big problem with the Turtles one is the one that people tended to get, which was Raphael and Michelangelo, was ridiculously powerful.
Oh yeah, that was the big problem.
Yeah. It wasn't quality control that was the issue. It's the fact that the house rule at most of these pre-releases was if you get it, you can play it, but don't come bringing it to a block game later.
Okay. I wouldn't say that was the biggest problem, Rick, but okay.
I liked the Turtles set. I thought it was cool.
I'm sure plenty of people did, but Ninja Turtles, with every new generation introduced to the Ninja Turtles, you have less people caring. Because why would I care about Ninja Turtles when I can flick the channel over and there's an anime lady with big tits?
Well, it used to be April O'Neil.
She's never had big tits.
She has. Look at
No, they're really not that big.
In the 90s they were.
They are proportioned to the size of her body, sir.
They're the size of her head.
She is in proportion to the rest of her, sir.
Sure. People wonder why I like top-heavy redheads.
People don't wonder. People just want you to stop telling everybody about it. There's a big difference between those two things. No one cares that you like it. They just want you to keep it to yourself a bit more.
Yeah. And here we go for evidence. That's me beating the feet allegations, because if I was a feet person, I wouldn't be able to shut the fuck up about those either.
None of them can shut the fuck up about it. Everyone who's a foot guy, you know they're a foot guy, because they tell you.
Yeah, it's like Linux users and vegans.
I don't know, I think vegans have gotten better about it, because they realise that no one cares. And the next people, you can't blame the next people. They are clearly on the spectrum. And I'm not talking about the computer.
They're on the ZX spectrum.
Anyway, Rick, that does it for news. So how about you tell the good people what we're doing and count us in?
We are doing Phantom Planet. The complete film, indeed. If you'd like to watch along with us at home, 3, 2, 1, and go.
Alright, so the reason why it's called Complete Film, Rick, is I actually grabbed this off the Internet Archive, because again, it's public domain, so it's just on there. It came in 2 parts, so I had to stitch it together.
A Frankenfilm.
So therefore, I called it the complete film to differentiate it from Part 1 and Part 2.
Fair enough. Yeah, so this was back when you actually could just go down to Vegas and watch a mushroom cloud be born.
I don't think they were still doing that in the 60s.
Maybe. What is his Earth?
Oh, wow! Just, Rick. Above-ground nuclear testing ended in 1963, so you are correct.
Okay, so that could have been a real nuclear bomb.
Stock footage of a real nuclear bomb.
Yeah.
But I remember that being one of literally the points to get along with the Eastern Bloc during the Cold War was both sides agreed to stop doing above ground nuclear tests, but both sides had stopped doing that like 3 years before the official act came into place.
Yeah, that's the best way to agree to something. You agree to something as a concession that you've already done.
It's even better that both sides are like, morons.
Yeah. That's the best part of a negotiation, when both sides walk away thinking the other side is a sucker.
Well, there's a quote in Game of Thrones that's a good deal leaves both sides feeling bad. All of these people are dead, by the way, unfortunately.
Yeah, I would kind of assume so.
I mean, if you're 20 odd in 1960, it's not impossible you're still alive now. You'd just be in your 80s, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Having to do with all the poisonous chemicals, you had lead in your gas. You had asbestos in your roofs, and you got microplastics in your ballsack.
Well, the microplastics are more of a newer thing.
Well,
like from
point
the
being
80s and 90s, but yeah.
Point being, they're exposed to it.
Yeah. Yeah, you got nuclear balls as well, so you got the Homer Simpson syndrome. Someone's playing around with that spectrometer.
Of course they are.
Is it just going to do a U-turn?
Doesn't look very fast, mate. That's like a bit of popcorn stuck on the screen.
It does.
I will say there is something to say to be said about the old school aesthetic of, we need something to look futury, but we don't know what that's going to look like, so we're just going to tape random shit like tape recorders onto screens.
Yeah, it is always tape recorders.
Like, it wasn't until I watched Alien 1 and 2 again in the cinema that I was like, damn, future, fucking hell, man, that was bad.
A guy just goes, and explodes in his seat. Oh, yeah. Alien, they've got two very specific aesthetics. One of them is like iPod style, and the other one is tape recorder chic.
But like Alien 1 just looks so unique for the inside of the spaceship, the Nostromo.
Yeah, because it's like very industrial.
Yeah.
And run down, because a lot of things they were trying to make things look futuristic by making it look new and beyond new, whereas Alien went the extra mile of, oh yeah, it was new 70 years ago, this is how grimy it gets.
Yeah. Now bear in mind, Alien, because they don't have faster than light travel, instead they've got cryopods to deal with travelling long distances in space.
Yeah, so colossal amount of time passes between significant events in the Alien franchise.
Yeah.
If someone goes to a different
just
planet,
a good old reminder that we're
again.
watching an old movie, because we've got the old pre-film credit scroll.
Yeah. Wasn't it Star Wars that was the first one that didn't do that?
I don't know. This is a factoid that you would have come up with, not me.
I think it was, because he wanted to put on the opening paragraphs, and in any other film that would be the opening credits.
This was before the
cool
age
story,
of show don't tell, right?
Yeah.
Like, we literally just saw this.
Yeah, but now they're doing tell, don't show. Like telling us the same thing 3 times in a row. Is he going to go through it again? It's a hell of a widow's peak he's got.
It was the start at the time. How innocent we were thinking we'd be on Mars by 1980.
Well, this was also when you still needed to have your ladies doing all your...
Sorry, it's Discount Steve McQueen.
It is.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I just struck by it.
Yeah, but yeah, it's when you used to have the ladies at the phone exchange. So...
Well, yeah, what else are they going to do?
Yeah.
Everything else is man's work.
Yeah, they can't get any work anywhere else, especially after the war, where they did everything and kept the country afloat.
I want to stress enough that Rick and I are being jokey when we're saying, what else is a woman going to do? We're pretending to be from the 60s.
Yes, it's...
I feel the need to clarify that in the modern day era of Margots and reform voters thinking women should be in the kitchen and nothing else.
Yeah, barefoot and pregnant at all times, no matter how old or young you are.
I still makes me just my skin crawl hearing that expression, because I've only ever heard it from you describing other viewpoints from the ancient times.
Yeah, it's rather cringy, isn't it? Yeah. We got to bring up a bit of Poe's law that as much as we are joking about it, there is going to be someone that takes it seriously. We are not those people.
Which I feel like if you've watched any of our content over the last 5 years, you'd probably know that. Yeah, not Rick. He'll press the red button.
No, I'm pressing the red button. I hope for the best, but I plan for the worst. And planning for the worst means pressing red.
Yeah, but again, you'd do more good if you press blue.
Nah.
What do you mean, nah? If you press red, there is a chance plenty of people will die. If you press blue, you're guaranteeing the result, assuming you're correct, I'll admit, that no one dies. Anyway, whatever. I don't want to stretch this out throughout the whole podcast. I was making a throwaway joke about stupid buttons.
Now, if the red button pressers would die if the red didn't go through, then oh well.
Yeah, but if that happened, Rick, there's no moral conundrum. You're just picking what colour you like.
Yeah.
Rick, how about this? What if let's add something to this. What if you press the red button, but the blue button wins, so more people press the blue button, so no one dies. However, for the rest of your life, everybody knows what button you pressed.
Yeah, that's fine.
Is it?
People know I'm not an idiot.
No, people know you're a prick.
I mean, I'm a bloke, of course I'm a prick. Oh, it's doing a Yui again. Same piece of animation.
Listen, just because you're not misogynist doesn't mean you could be misandrist.
I mean, I am.
You're misandrist, you don't like men.
Well, it's, what's the one that's, like, anti-human? Misanthrope.
Rick, you cannot possibly be serious that this is your stance on life.
I'm a complete misanthrope. But that's okay.
No, it's not okay, Rick. That's a horrible stance to have. And, like, a fundamental evidence that you are probably broken and should speak to a therapist and not me, who cannot possibly help you.
Ah, it's okay.
No, it's not. I want you to say you were joking.
Don't worry about it. I'll be dead in 50 years or less.
Rick, you can say that about almost everyone. We're going to have the water wars in like 10 years.
Yeah. If that.
Oh my god, are they still doing fucking exposition about this fucking Show me the planet! I'm just turning into Millhouse Rick of like, when will they go to the fireworks factory? Oh god.
So yeah, they're getting gravitationally pulled in towards the popcorn.
Assumably, the popcorn is this fabled phantom planet. I do like how we got a whole shot of just meters going nuts.
Just like when you go to the North Pole with a compass. Or the South Pole, which is the one that actually has land.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Do you know the reasoning why one is called the Arctic and the other is called the Antarctic?
Well, Arctic is the bear, isn't it? So it's where there are and where there are not bears.
Yeah, and the Greeks just called the Antarctic because they assumed if there's bears in one, there must not be bears in the other. And they were right. And it drives me fucking crazy that they were right based on a fucking guess.
Yeah.
Bastards!
So it's the beary one and the bearless one.
Speaking of bears, there was a really great fucking fuck up for... Do you remember that game Until Dawn?
I remember that it existed. I never played it.
So there's a point where you get to a sign warning you of wildlife, and one of them is warning you of bears, and they've got the Latin name for each of the animals under their actual name, and it's Ursa something something, but whoever did the Latin name fucked up, and they mixed up Latin and Greek, or rather combined Latin and Greek, so the translation actually of the scientific name was Bear Terrible.
Oh yeah, that's real. That's real. Ursus arctus horribilis. I think that's grizzly bear. So Ursus is Latin, Arctos is Greek. So you get Ursus arctos, which I think is polar bear, which is bear.
Oh, the story I heard was someone fucked up specifically with Until Dawn, rather than the actual... don't get me wrong, Latin names are stupid anyway, gorilla.
Yeah.
Latin names are stupid while also being incredibly specific, which I know is the point.
Yeah, so like Canis is dog.
I didn't like that game. Dig Dog's terrible.
What, Canis Canem edit?
Isn't that bully?
Yeah, it's bully. It's the motto of the bully school. And it's what the game was called in Britain.
Yeah, because they didn't like to call it bully because they didn't want to encourage bullying when if you played that game, you were the one getting bullied.
I think it's the other way around. Like they called it that in Britain because they could expect people to like look up what it was meant to be, and like people have seen Latin mottos in places. They don't care what it means. However, when it comes to America, they don't want to leave the Latin motto because not many people have seen one. So they just go, well, what are we going to call it? Oh, we'll just call it what they do. So we'll call it bully, where you go out hunting bullies.
My fucking school, my secondary school's Latin motto was the fucking shittest.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I can't remember the Latin for it now because I don't have it in front of me, but it got drilled into us what the translation was, and the translation was, are you ready for this? Do your best.
Okay.
Fuck off.
Ours was hoc age, which is do that.
It's not much better then.
So basically, I think it came out after... Well, it was before Nike. But yeah, it was basically a case of like, just do it was the thing it was. They've left the fucking door open.
Don't get me started, Rick. The less you pay attention, the easier this is. I'd rather just have a chat with you about school, and I didn't like school.
It's bugging me that they've left the door open when they're trying to correct an atmosphere leak. This is the stupidest way of doing it.
Rick, buddy, we're 15 minutes in. We've got an hour and 5 minutes left of this crap. Rick, we've yet to learn about the Phantom Planet.
Yeah, we're just seeing that one guy being a bell end, and he should have been spun off into space for doing that. Oh, hey, look, a spanner. A spanner's going to make it okay.
It hasn't actually didn't actually attach it to anything.
Yeah, we just got to assume that he did, now that we can't see it.
I'm hearing R2-D2 noises for no reason.
Oh, and
a gunshot.
Yeah. A gun ricochet.
Rick, what happened to the alien tagline of, like, no one can hear you scream in space? Apparently we can hear
got radios
bullets
to each other. Yeah, but if you can't hear the bullet, then how do you know that there was a bullet?
I imagine it was meant to be Stardust hitting the ship, but...
Yeah. Yeah, there was R2-D2 and Stardust.
Yeah, R2-D2's flaring up again.
Yeah.
I don't know what R2-D2's meant to represent here. Is that meant to be static from their helmet, or is it meant to be the ship making that noise?
I think it's like micrometeors. Oh, yep, he got killed.
Oh, he got shot. The doors... Why is the door shutting? It sensed the need for dramatic effects.
Yeah, so he set the door to shut, and then he's just getting pulled off into the ether by his wire fighting team. Is he gonna use
you can see the wires, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, I think that was actually just meant to be part of his suit, but... Boy,
yeah. Okay, yeah. So, the original lightsabers did that as well, the proto-sabers. They were attached to a big old backpack by a cable.
Okay.
So, yeah, it would just, like, hang off your suit like that if you were in Zero-G. But then again, the original lightsabers were also used by stormtroopers, so oh well.
I don't know what you're referencing, Rick.
In the very first draft of Star Wars.
So there was meant to be laser guns in general, really. Everyone's meant to have space swords.
Yeah, they were probably meant to have laser guns, but like...
I'm sorry, how did you get back to the ship? Or was that the other guy that floated off to space?
This is... Yeah, the other guy floated off after putting him back in the ship, so this guy's now alone.
Oh, I thought this guy was the main character, and therefore he was the one meant to drift off to space. Oh well, I guess I wasn't paying enough attention.
Well, let's go back to... I think he stays on the ship, so now the ship can land on the Phantom Planet, and then he can do bullshit stupid. The other guy is the less important one who just philosophized about people being good. And he proved that he was good. Oh, is fuel gauge empty?
No, I think the sting there was because we've seen the popcorn reappear on the screen.
Nah, I'm focused on the fuel gauge.
Did that just say recorder number 2?
Yes.
Why?
So, yeah, also... If the ship blows up, then this recording ain't gonna get, found.
I assume it's black box technology.
Hmm. Oh, he's getting beamed in.
Is that going to be how we end our final podcast, Rick? We'll just recite that speech.
I don't think I'll live. If I do, we will continue recording.
Just in the headlines next day, Rick and Devon were never heard from again as they tried to swim in lava.
Yeah.
Speaking of lava, Rick, is it just me or does it look tasty?
Yeah, I get it.
Don't get me wrong. I would never in a million years attempt to eat lava. I'm not stupid, but it does look delicious.
Yeah. Yeah. I have seen molten candy. It looks like lava.
It took me a moment to register what the fuck you just said.
Yeah, molten candy. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
I do like the story of the chap who had his arm melted off by lava but refuses to tell anyone what it felt like. Yeah. I don't know if that's a joke or if it's real, but it's a damn funny anecdote.
It is.
Oh, what a great fucking shot this is. You can't see shit.
Yeah, well, okay. I'm gonna cut them a bit of slack here in that they've not had that Game of Thrones episode yet. Oh, is the fucking Shadow turning a different way to what he is?
I don't know. No. It was just poorly shot.
I went for a burden.
I remember that fucking episode of Game of Thrones, Rick, because I remember getting angry at the resident autist in Games Workshop. And yes, there are many, but the one that I didn't like. Because he was speaking about it and he went, oh yeah, so what we learned from the most recent episode of Game of Thrones is a lot of people don't know how to calibrate their televisions. Ha ha ha. It's like, nah, mate, it was shitly lit.
Yeah, like, you shouldn't have to, like, is he getting hypnotized by this planet?
I don't know.
Yeah, like, you know the whole show don't tell thing? Well, you need to do one or the other.
Well... This feels like the shots from that movie they used for Metallica's Video 1. But I think those were from Johnny Got His Gun, so it can't possibly be this.
Sure. Oh, these the people from the previous...
Are they fucking 2 foot tall? What the fuck? 6 inches tall? Why are they tiny? Are they meant to be tiny? Am I ridiculous here?
So yeah, so they are tiny. Yeah, it's Gulliver's Travels in Space.
Oh, no! I've never actually seen that movie. Either of them. Didn't they remake that with Jack Black once?
They did remake it with Jack Black. I'm pretty sure I saw the original one like a long ass time ago. Like when before I was 10.
I mean, yeah, you'd have to be a kid to watch that tripe. No, that's not fair. It was probably a very good film for the time.
And I remember him like trying to make a show the big people how much of a badass he was at like knowing chemistry. So like gave them the chemical formula for gunpowder, and the royal alchemist was like, "Oh no, this is far too little. We need 10 times as much as this," and they damn near blew up the entire throne room.
Yep. Not a fan of these noises.
No, it does sound like a bunch of like monkeys being tortured.
Rick, can you notice that his fucking spacesuit isn't actually sealed in any way?
Yeah, it's just a bike helmet.
Don't get me wrong, it's not even the most egregious thing we've seen in the last 5 minutes, but I couldn't help but notice it.
Oh,
wait, what?
Oh, apparently because he's like breathing the air, he's now getting superhuman super shrunk.
I don't think this could get dumber, but you know, here we are. I did tell you the reviews are bad, right?
Yeah, you did. We're like coming up with theories for why it's stupid. But his suit is there, so he's going to be naked now, isn't he?
I assume he's got an undersuit. Well, then again, why would the undersuit shrink with him? No, yeah, well, to be fair.
Like, if
we're going to see like full on cock and balls.
He's going to get a little... like, if I got shrunk like that, I would also blame the shrinkage for additional shrinkage.
Who gives a fuck?
Oh no, I shrunk down to 1/8 of my size. Apart from that, it shrunk down to 1/10 of its size.
Listen, man, you're allowed to do what you want, but honestly, there's bigger issues going on if you've shrunken down to fucking...
Yeah,
it's just Stan Trial. What the fuck did he do?
Well, he might have landed on the Houses of Munchkin People Parliament or something. I don't know.
He appears to be in the middle of the butt-fuck nowhere, but okay. Alright, you're not making a great first impression by almost killing one of them, though.
Dude's just in his joggers. Ah, they are space babes as well.
Well, yeah, it wouldn't be sexy otherwise. Oh, that good old fucking film crackle you only get with these old movies.
Yeah. I like the goth one.
I don't think she's a goth one, dude. She's just got dark hair.
Yeah, she's got dark hair and thick lipstick. And looks a bit like Claudia Black.
Real broad fucking strokes, my dude. And now I'm just thinking of the Rick and Morty fucking bit of like, you've been accused of the most heinous crime of all, having bad bangs. Has that motherfucker just got a padlock round his neck?
He does. He's either a padlock or a lanyard for a convention.
At least they were nice enough to give him clothes. Boy, is it a good thing they speak English.
It's also useful to speak it with an American accent, so the American actor can understand him.
The first thing he asked you was if you are ready or not to hear the charges.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
Otherwise known as speaking.
You're right, it does look a bit more like a lanyard now.
Hmm. Poochie's home planet died on the way back to the sun. At least the leader's, got cooler heads and is, not threatening to murder him on the spot. Just bring the guy in so he can say sorry.
But again, they said he should stand trial before he even defended himself, so I've got to assume there's a misunderstanding beyond that happening now.
He's given the sexy wink to all of the space babes, so they've all said he's okay.
What does that mean?
You're sentenced to citizenship.
No, you just experienced it, motherfucker. Oh, fuck me, it is Gulliver's Travels, isn't it?
Yeah. Ah, the original Yara, I guess.
Oh yeah, I do realise that. Sorry, I do remember reading the cast list, and I knew there was a character called Liara, but those lines did not get crossed.
Sure.
That doesn't make any fucking sense.
Hmm. Okay, so when he gets to go home, we need your space jizz to make space babies.
I'm going to make that my ringtone. The funny thing is, I mean, I'm not going to, but I will have the raw audio file. I can just clip that and make that a ringtone.
You totally can, yeah.
Available for 95 cents on the web store. I will give some credit to this movie, Rick. At the very least, everyone seems to be taking it seriously.
Yeah.
Despite
not turning it into a farce.
Which is amazing considering the fucking plot is a joke. Forget about it. I'm not going to clip it, Rick. Why'd you send that? For those of you not in the know, I got a Discord notification and it's Rick giving me a timestamp for Space Jizz. and he also did it wrong because he put down 1 minute 19.
Ah, yes, 1 hour 19 minutes. No,
in 1980, oh no, forget future 1980. Got it. Yeah. Mm.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, but not you guys on the top though, eh?
Yeah, the ones on top get to eat all of the food that the lobies have to work all day to grow.
Listen, capitalism works, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, it's God's way of deciding who is smart and who is poor.
We have 2 eligible bachelorettes. As you can see, we've got branching storyline routes. Give us 2 seconds and we'll put prompts on the screen. Vote now if you want Liara, and vote now if you want Sexy Goth Babe, who has yet to say a single word.
Yeah, they have just told you that she can't speak, so goth mute.
I think Liara really wants some dick.
She do.
In Rotan, this is how you peel a banana. Gluck, 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 gluck.
We have far evolved past the need for gag reflexes.
Gluck, 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 gluck. We just do it for fun now.
Yes.
Listen, it's not as fun if there's no noise.
Bananas never evolved on our home world.
I mean, if you look at technical, they didn't evolve on our world either.
No, they didn't. They were...
we manufactured them as fuck.
Yeah, yeah. Well, bananas, not quite so much. Oranges, definitely.
Bananas, yes. The reason why they're the shape they are is because of us entirely. Like, we farmed them to be like that. I mean, I'm pretty sure you know this fact, because I'm pretty sure we discussed it before. The reason why banana-flavoured sweets don't taste like bananas is because they taste like wild bananas that we haven't fucked with.
I think the other way. They taste like bananas tasted in the 1920s before there was a banana blight that wiped out all bananas. Apart from the crap ones that were just that much hardier. And the crap ones are the ones that all bananas are now bred from these days.
I don't think you're correct on this one. However, I'm not going to die on the banana hill.
Meanwhile, in the 90s, there was a banana
Very famous
eugenics
TV
program.
show.
Well, there was a banana eugenics program where your banana could only be so curly, and if it was too curly, it would be rejected. So bananas are now, they have to be at least mostly straight for the purpose of shipping.
Rick, I work in a supermarket and I know that's not true.
Well, you've got more local bananas than the ones that were shipped further then.
There's no fucking way bananas are local in the UK.
Nah, like you'll have like Spanish bananas rather than like Caribbean bananas.
I'm almost certain they don't grow bananas in Spain. And if they do, they can't grow many because those fuckers move.
They do.
Oh, would you look at that? Not Spain to be seen. Although that being said, I wasn't expecting to see China on the list.
A Chinana.
Okay, weird, but okay. That sounds really racist, and I know it's not. Are these the same fucking women from the Gamera films?
They might as well be. Was this back when the telephone used to be a two-piece thing as well?
What do you mean by two-piece thing?
Where there was there was the listening speaker that you held up to your ear, and the talky bit, which was the stick.
That's a good question. I'm pretty sure in the 60s that stopped being a thing. But at the same time, I'm thinking that during the 60s they still had switchboards. Like, manual ones, I mean.
Yeah.
Man, I love the story of the automatic fucking switchboard. Do you want to tell it for the audience?
Oh, like, I know was that one where they didn't want it to work because... Oh no, it was the Undertaker, wasn't it?
There you go. Go on.
Yeah, so it was an Undertaker who was getting, like, cheated out of business by the wife of the other Undertaker in town.
There you go.
And so, out of sheer pettiness, rage, and determination...
I wouldn't call it pettiness. He was getting put out of business.
Oh yeah, he was getting fucked over. He invented the automatic switchboard, which then put all other switch ladies out of business.
Yeah, so what was happening here, guys, is the wife of the other Undertaker, every time that the Undertaker of the story, who invented the switchboard, was getting calls, she would redirect them not to him, but to her husband, completely fucking him over. He was getting no business at all, which, you know, is a killer. Is this the motherfucker that got ejected earlier? Because that's not plausible.
I think it's from a new pair of astronauts that have been sent up after them. They just keep sending up additional astronauts to get killed on this thing.
Yeah, at this point, it's like, no, you're not getting a new cat every time. It sounds like you're feeding shelter cats to the coyote, right?
Yeah. And then my daughter started crying.
Oh, goodness. I mean, it was a plot point in The Simpsons with Snowball fucking... Was it 2 or 3? I think it was Snowball 3, wasn't it?
Well, it was... Well, Snowball 2 died of natural causes, or got hit by a car, or whatever. And the rest of the episode was going through additional snowballs until they got one that looked like Snowball 2, and then called it Snowball 2.
No, I think they called it Snowball 3 to save money on the bowl. And then Principal Skinner stepped in, didn't he? It was just like, isn't that a bit lazy? It's like, whatever you say, Principal Hansarian.
Yeah. What
Moving
are you talking
on.
about? I'm in Tamsarian. And he goes, yeah.
That was quick.
Yeah, I don't think they factored in the speed of radio waves through space.
Oh, Rick, we're just over the halfway point, and I'm fucking annoyed.
So was that the first rocket?
No, I think it's implied to be this chap's rocket, but we saw that rocket land on this ship, so I don't fucking know.
Yeah, it's so weird.
Unless I think we might have been talking over it. I think the judge guy said that they
pushed it off.
Yeah, because they didn't want him flying back home.
Yeah.
Or some bollocks. I don't know. This is trash.
Yeah, we pushed it off. We didn't want you flying back home and then sending more people to land here.
Why would you want to leave? Here's my daughter. She's a blowjob machine. How do you know that, sir? Don't worry about it.
Yeah. I taught her myself. Using a banana. The soul. We got a new faction now, do we?
I don't know.
The sun people who live on the surface of the sun.
Rag!
They live on the dark side of the sun.
Oh god, we're dangerously close to doing an always sunny bit.
Oh, is that where the sun, when you attack the sun at night?
No, it's day man, fighter of the night man, champion of the sun. It's as dumb as it sounds, but it's funnier when they do it. I don't know, man. I think it wasn't that long past fucking World War II when Einstein just stopped giving a fuck.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not saying he didn't do anything after, but it's pretty well documented that he was like, dude, I'm fucking retired.
Yeah. Like, I'm 70, yeah.
E equals MC squared. I did my bit. You kids figure it out.
Yeah.
I remember seeing a post not too long ago of scientists theorised that the sun is going to burn out about 10,000 years before we thought it was going to. And it's just like, it's one of those things where I literally couldn't give less of a fuck.
Oh yeah, we're all going to be super long dead before then.
It's not going to be my problem. It's not going to be anyone's problem. And also, we're not doing anything to cause that problem, so I don't feel that bad about it.
Yeah, it's the one Earth-threatening problem that we don't have any input over.
Although I did see a comment right underneath it of like, if I was 10 years old, I'd be freaking out right now, and I related so hard to that.
Yeah.
And I believe that little skip that you just saw was the two bits meeting. Where I had to stitch them together. So, basically, what I'm saying is, if I was in charge of fucking looking after the projector in an old-timey theatre, I'd be fucking fired.
In an old-timey theatre, they'd break for, they'd break to do the reels, but also break to let people go out, have a piss, and buy more popcorn.
There used to be a profession, Rick, where you had to seamlessly change the reels.
Okay.
Boy, there's not a lot of conflict in this movie thus far.
No, he's brought her to his suit so she can smell his man stank from from Earth.
And that's magically going to make her talk, is it? Okay, one of the problems with her having black hair is this shot sucks. Oh my god, she's basically Holly in that shot.
Yeah.
For those of you who don't get that reference, look up Red Dwarf.
Yeah, and there's 2 Hollies.
Yeah, but one of them's better.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't know if she was better, but she was around for longer.
Yeah, she's the more iconic one because she's in more episodes. And what the fuck? Hello? Is this the guy that he was having a punch up with?
He's the guy who said can't trust him with the gravity because of the Soleminons.
Sure. So he's going to be a Soleminon. Oh no, he is actually he's just a prick.
Fucking marry her then! Solve the problem! This guy nearly choked out a motherfucker in minute 1 and you want to fight him? Like, good luck.
Yeah. He nearly choked out a guy while surrounded by 13 other men.
Yeah, and they took their sweet time interrupting, didn't they?
They did and all.
He lies. Ask them, is what he said. And he lies. How is that a thing you can lie about?
Why would she be afraid of him in the room with the king of everything? Let's hang one on you.
I think it means punch him.
I'm assuming so, but like, sometimes you just hear something so old.
It's the problem here, Rick, is it's from the 60s and it's American.
Yeah. It's like those super dickery comic covers where they keep threatening to give each other hard dick, which just means straight talking truth. But in common modern language, it don't.
Hang one on is American English slang, aka to hit he hung one on the bully and knocked him down.
That sounds like having a stroke.
It's from Collins' dictionary, so I read it word for word.
He one hung on the bully.
To hit, he hung one on the bully and knocked him down. So
okay.
That's yeah. I admit I didn't say it quite as fluidly as that the first time because again I was reading a dictionary entry.
Yeah.
What are we doing? We're summoning fog gas.
They're using a theremin or whatever it is.
It's Robot Wars, but with people.
Yeah, so you got a good old hairy American and an awful bald-chested space guy.
Listen, who are you putting your money on, the bear or the twink?
I choose bear.
What the fuck kind of weapon is that?
Look at this big fucking letter H.
That's a fucking rugby goalpost.
It's gonna clang down, ain't it? No, they put it down nicely.
Well, it's not going to clang down, Rick, because it's actually made of styrofoam.
Yeah.
Oh, this is fucking stupid, so it's tug-of-war but pushing.
Yeah, push of war.
Listen, I'm not being rude, but the native guy seems to have a really shit stance if his goal is to push the other guy backwards.
Hmm. Is that the light signal?
I assume so.
No. I mean, you would just twist that, wouldn't you? You try to get the other person to lose grip and then just slam them. He's really, like, straddling that plate. Playing this music doesn't make it exciting.
No.
Yield, my dude. You are beaten.
Oh, how boring. We want to see a dude get squashed on the ceiling.
Thank you for not doing a murder. Now let's go have a space threesome. Oh.
What do you mean, oh, she looks like she's plotting murder.
She's sad, though. She...
Listen, I'm just saying the main character would definitely have pushed the blue button.
I'm sneering at the screen.
It's okay. You said you came to grips with you being a villain earlier. I don't know why you're bothered now. That is such a damning statement.
I don't love you. I don't even know if I like you.
I want to apologise to everyone for laughing like a monkey there. I'm going to tell on you.
I'm telling on you. I'm getting you done. Oh shit, what if he tells? Don't worry, we can lie and say it was someone else.
That fucking escalated. I brought the knife to be dramatic for the film.
The knife is going to be a present.
Yeah, you made that pretty fucking clear. As well as stating it several times.
Yeah. But now he's had his... This is the part where he's showing a little bit of redeemable quality. Ah, Solarians. You can go jump to the moon.
That's a horrible noise. I wonder what it means. Jesus Christ, there's more than 2 people on this fucking planet.
There are, but none of them matter.
I'm so confused as to what we're actually meant to be seeing on the vid screen here.
Yeah, because that looks like their own frickin' planet, or the heralds of their planet before they.
Right, well, it's just such a suboptimal way of steering your ship by having like video game camera on it.
Yeah.
Why are you calling him prisoner still and not by his fucking name? I thought he was meant to be free.
Yeah.
Or did we talk over that bit as well?
Oh, hey!
The fuck is that meant to be?
It's oddly cute.
The fuck you on about?
He's a bastard.
Why are you keeping it alive? But again, what is the purpose of this, Rick? Like, in universe, why keep this thing a prisoner?
Yeah, I don't know either. Like, I think they were just too pussy bitch to kill it.
Yeah, we're gonna use MIT and not fucking Oxford or Cambridge.
Mm. See, he's a cute little guy. He's just there.
Are you on drugs?
He's like a trubbish. He's ugly cute.
I swear to fuck, that's just a bunch of fucking tinfoil wrapped around stones.
It is. It's freaking kamikaze tinfoil men.
We were just talking about... Well, I just brought up Sand People, and those were some Sand People-esque screams.
They were. Shoot him. Oh no. Sounded a bit like a TIE fighter.
Yeah, a little bit. How many of these fuckers are there? And why can't they turn?
Oh no, they're being chased. The entire planet is being chased.
Allow me to... I cannot understate how little I give a fuck. Like, I feel like this society and people are fucked anyway, because we've only seen 20 dudes.
Yeah.
That's a very small gene pool.
It is. 10 5 4 5 5.
You may fire and ready. Yeah, it's very inconsistent as to what the screen is, whether or not it's showing the actual planet they're on, or whether it's showing the things that they're looking at.
Yeah, it's weird.
Well, worse than weird, it's inconsistent. Weird I can deal with, at least as long as it makes sense. Boy, was that an oxymoron. What consists of the front of this planet? This piece of fried chicken in space.
Yeah, it's like a chunk of fool's gold. Just stay there and wait for them to just, like, crash into you.
Boy, did they get fucking lazy with this bit, didn't they? What is their plan? Because they do appear to just be sitting there and taking it.
Yeah, so it would seem.
Oh, gee, I'm so surprised.
He's getting out, and now he can sabotage everything from inside.
How the fuck do you think that looks cute, Rick?
I just do.
Just do. Why didn't you do that 5 fucking minutes ago? I guess the implication is it needed time to charge, but I feel like they skipped that step.
Yeah. Oh, all gone.
So they could have done that whenever, and they only just decided to do it now when this Earth fuck shows up.
Yeah. She was damn near gonna kiss her dad. Oh, he can leave.
So yeah, this is the point where I remind you that you're not going to be able to tell it's him because he's dressed up like a stupid fucking monster.
Yeah.
She went to sleep while they were under attack. Okay. Do you know what the saddest part of this point of the movie is? Is the fact that I keep looking at the time limit and I'm like, oh, thank fuck, there's only 15 minutes left on that timer.
Yeah. Yeah, I still can't get over, oh, we're about to die, I'm going to bed.
I need to sleep. Did they just fucking have rocks for beds?
So it would seem.
That cannot be good for your back.
They invented the pillow, but not mattresses.
I've seen enough hentai to know where this is going.
Hey up, Jaws.
Oh, and she's mute, isn't she? She can't scream for help.
Probably not. Mute people can still make noises sometimes, depending on why they're mute.
But hers appears to have been PTSD induced, is what they explained earlier.
Yeah.
Specifically by this creature.
Yeah, so from when he invaded last time. Yeah, look at him. He just looks worried all the time. That's why I think he looks cute.
I don't think he looks cute, but from this particular angle and with this lighting, his face looks very Magmar-esque.
Yeah, he's like Magmar or Greedo.
But half the time he looks like a fucking deformed fly.
Yeah, like Greedo.
I guess that race of people is a bit fly-like. That waddle. What was it? Uta Bota Solo?
Chuta puta solo.
McClunky gets shot in the face.
Yeah, chuta plinky.
I think that McClunky got added in one of the later editions.
Yeah. Has he got an extendo arm?
Dude, I don't fucking know.
Oh, he's got little suction cups on his fingies.
I was going to say penis fingers, so kudos for taking the high road. Oh, and my amount of fucks remains 0.
She's kicking her legs.
Is he trying to make are they trying to make this like Frankenstein's monster-esque? Because I don't know what the point of this is. Isn't he their sworn enemy? Why is he just gently carrying her?
He's just like wandering around the room with her in his arms. I don't know why.
Well, these creatures are meant to be intelligent enough to coordinate attack runs. But he can't work out a fucking door.
He can't work out an open door.
Are we meant to be sympathising with this creature at this point in time? Well, the sympathy's going to go out the window in a minute when he kills their leader. He's going to kill him immediately because he's not a sexy lady. What is going on?
Yeah,
Oh, this NPC-esque dialogue.
Oh, he's not even dead.
Did he just push him over and then fuck off?
Yeah, he just like got his hands on his shoulders, just like kneed him in the back of the knees, and just like made him fall down.
Rick, you are vastly over-describing what this creature did.
Yeah, just put his hand on his shoulders around his neck, and then fucked off.
Didn't even go to his neck, brother.
It was just on his shoulders, wasn't it? Yeah.
It was like a slightly rough massage for 2 seconds, and then he was like, "I need to touch the lady again." Oh, put it down.
Ooh! Well, I want to play with the wine glasses.
Why is it making wobbleboard noises? You know, when you get a bit of fucking metal, well. Just go bom, 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 bom. Oh, a 7-foot-tall monster creature can hide, apparently.
Oh, she can scream.
Yeah, now it's too fucking late to be of any help.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't be too harsh. Is this the extent of this creature's fighting ability?
Yeah, just to slowly approach.
He just tripped, by the way. The monster did nothing.
He did. He just came in. So the monster turned the plates on by fucking about with the shit in the room.
I guess. I still don't quite know how the gravity teleports people.
Yeah, I don't know why gravity erases you from existence in this world.
God damn, do you really need to explain all this?
Apparently.
It's bothering me, Rick, because there's so many parts of this movie that they just don't explain, but they choose to explain this bit in detail twice.
Yeah. It's okay. They can't all be hits.
Oh, she's just better now, I guess.
Yeah, I got better.
Did they need to explain that? Is it not fucking obvious?
She has many things to say, but you need to say none of them.
I guess I probably would have bitched a little bit. I guess I would have bitched a little bit if they didn't explain it at all, but at the same time, it's not a massive leap of fucking logic.
Yeah. Smoochy poochies.
Again, they go into detail to explain it, but the actual key part they don't explain. They just go, something happened, and now I can do this. Is that an explanation, Rick?
No. It's just a list of actions.
This is what happened, which we can see is what happened. They didn't actually explain fuck all.
The thing that you saw happened, and I'm not going to tell you what that was. Is what they just said.
At least if this movie was like 18, we could have seen some titty.
Yeah.
I don't mean to be vulgar, but we're near the end of this film and nothing's fucking happened, and I'm bothered that it's just Gulliver's Travels, but shitter and in space. Is it even Gulliver's Travels? Because he shrunk down to their size.
Yeah, it was Gulliver's Travels for like 4 seconds.
And I don't know why they're tiny either, because the planet's big enough.
Yeah,
apparently.
Well, apparently it's their, because they did explain that because the electron orbit distance is smaller, that makes all atoms smaller, and breathing the air just resets everybody to be little.
But then shouldn't everyone be the same fucking size?
Well, yeah, they are. So because they've got little air, then everyone is scaled to little size.
Yeah, but following their logic, everyone should be the same height. Everyone. That means she should be as tall as him. There should be no height discrepancy. And the big monster shouldn't be giant. It shouldn't be fucking relative, it should just fucking happen. Look, I don't want to nitpick, but it's the one thing they bothered to try and explain, and they hand-waved it, but they hand-waved too much and too little at the same time, which is a fucking gift.
It is.
I'm playing up my anger a little bit here, Rick, but I've got to be honest with you, I'm kind of fucking annoyed.
Is this a I'm genuinely miffed about that moment?
I don't think it's worth it. Oh, Rick, it's nearly done. I'm sorry. This is all my fault.
It's okay.
This is doubly my fault, by the way, guys, because before we started, Rick said, do you want to just change it to something else? And I was like, no, I've done the research, though. I did the research, found out it was shit, and then we went through with it anyway because I'm a bastard. There, is that what you want to hear?
No. Take this pebble to remember me by.
Pretend it's a seed, okay?
Yes. Meanwhile, we shall do a nice reciprocal trade where he gives you his seed.
Wow, he did it, folks. He made a sex joke.
Yes, give you his seed.
Listen, Rick, if you had to fuck one of the bugs from Bug's Life, which one would you pick?
I mean, hopefully the girl one, right?
There's more than one girl.
It's been a long time since I watched A Bug's Life. I watched it when it was new, and never since.
Okay, off the top of my head, there's like 4 viable candidates. You've got Princess Atta, the main love interest for Flick. You've got the other ant lady, who is like a nurse-type character and a bit chubby. I'm discounting the actual queen of the ant hive because she's old as fuck.
Yeah.
You've got the Black Widow, spider lady, from the circus group, and you've got the moth that's married to the praying mantis.
Sure.
But I've explained all of that, knowing that you can't make a choice anyway because you can't remember, which means, boy, have I got a themed month for us to think for us to do.
Things that are so long ago that I've fucking forgotten.
Did you ever even watch A Bug's Life?
Yeah, I watched it. Like I said, I watched it when it was new, and never again since.
I remember the Okay, so I guess this is just memory gas as well as during the transformation. Because he did this shit when he shrunk down as well.
Yeah, he's nodded off.
It turns out, Rick, all a dream.
Turns out, little monkey feet.
I was thinking about
Little monkey dream. Little monkey dream.
If the plot twist was Little Monkey Fella, that would be a better plot twist.
Predator versus Little Monkey Fella.
I mean, I'm not going to buy those comic books, but I hope I hope he kills Dr. Zaius. After fight. No, he won't kill Dr. Zaius because he'll have a one-on-one fight with Caesar, won't he?
Yeah.
I still remember the fucking Randy Newman song for Bug's Life. Because they were really into using Randy Newman after Toy Story. Because his song was just like, little bug on a rock.
Yeah, and that's what Family
Everyone
Guy
takes
really
the piss
takes the piss
out
out of. Yeah.
Everyone does. It's just him saying shit he sees. I do like that Family Guy bit of just like, there's a pretty lady, comes on up to Randy, and she picks an apple.
I went to space and had a space cheese dream.
Went to space, hit a planet, it turned me little. I'm not as good as it as Newman.
Fell into a gravitational pull. Then
had a threesome with those ladies.
Caught in a love triangle.
Found a new STD.
Made best friends with a man who wanted to kill me halfway dead.
Turns out Rick also can't do it.
Yeah.
Hey, if you've got any plot input on that project you're doing as a voice actor, can I suggest your character burst into song like Randy Newman every so often? Boy, is that a guy they just pulled off set to read those lines?
Yeah, they're not even showing him. And he's like fucking about with stuff. He's fucking about with a microphone. You can hear it. Oh no, he's fucking about with stuff on set at least. He's probably one of the little people as well.
Maybe.
Like, none of them mattered, so why would you remember any of their faces?
Dude, I remember when I was watching Hornblower, and they clearly couldn't afford that many extras, because I kept seeing the same guy as different characters in every fucking scene in the background. One moment he was a British fucking navyman, then he was a French navyman, then he was French peasant number 3.
Christ.
So dumb. And it wouldn't have mattered, but he had such a distinct face, it's like, why would you do it with him?
Yeah.
The director, like, okay, as when the countdown finishes, just slam your head back, guys.
To make it look like they're accelerating really well. Goodbye.
Anyone else feel like some Kentucky Fried Chicken?
It'd be a hell of a bad dragon, though, wouldn't it?
What the fuck are you talking about? Wait, was that meant to be a ship?
No, it was the pebble that Zetha gave him, wasn't it?
It wasn't that. It was tiny when they were tiny. It would be like a grain of sand.
Yeah. So it feels like that's a bit of an inconsistency. So they gave him something little to show that it's littler than when he got handed it. But when he got handed it, it was like round.
The beginning. Oh, was this meant to be kickstarting a fucking franchise, was it? Rick, it's fucking over. What did you think?
The redeeming quality was that the goth girl was pretty.
I don't think that's enough.
Yes, I didn't say that it was redeemed. I just said that the one redeeming quality was that.
Rick, what was the goth girl's name?
What was it, like Zetha or Zyka or something?
Close, it was Zeta. At least you tried to remember. That's fine. Do you remember the other girl's name?
Oh, that was Liara.
Yes, it was Mr. Sony. I've got to be honest with you. I think Liara was prettier.
Okay.
But it also didn't help the fact that, given the fact that the other actress had black hair, and a lot of this was black because because they were shooting in black and white and they didn't fucking even remotely try to account for that.
Yeah, a lot of the time she was a floating face.
Yeah, she was, and that's not great. Shit, did this pass the fucking the test?
Oh, the Bechdel test.
I think it might have done technically. No, it didn't, because the only time she actually spoke was when she was speaking to him, because before then she was mute.
And the room full of women didn't talk at all when
they weren't allowed to, man. We're not going to pay them $50 and we can pay them $5.
Yeah. They were when they were like handing off the grains of judgment sand.
Yeah, which was all made up bullshit anyway, because it was just up to the judge.
Yeah, he declared him guilty and then said, "Oh yeah, and also you're sentenced to become a citizen. Welcome to our home.
Here's 2 women you can choose to fuck." I'm not exaggerating. That was more or less the first thing he said.
Yeah.
You're a citizen now. Marry one of these 2. What does that mean?
As a citizen, you'll be expected to be married, and there we go. Anything to add?
The annoying thing is, Rick, is like I think they could have had an interesting plot here where they were actually kidnapping people to improve their gene pool because they're locked to the same 20 fucking people and they're dying out. But that wasn't the plot. It was all by accident.
Yeah.
Isn't that a great plot when things happen by accident?
Yeah. Everything's an accident and nothing is connected. Nothing is for any reason. And the only things that are for a reason are things that was something stupid that someone did in the past that's now coming to bite them in the ass.
And also, Rick, like, everything went full circle in the worst possible way because everything's factory reset, except for that one guy who's now dead.
Yeah, so the one guy that died... Well, 3 guys, actually. So the 2 guys in the first rocket just exploded.
Yeah, but we didn't know their names.
No. They were just there to, explode and show that rockets are going there, and a reason for the second rocket to go up there is they send their best guy to investigate, and their best guy just so happens to be our only blonde on the entire cast.
And also, technically there was another team that died, but they died off screen before the film even started.
Sure. So they really were just feeding shelter cats to the local coyotes.
They were. This film isn't good. I wouldn't recommend watching it. There was a solid 20 minutes at the beginning of the film when they were doing exposition so much and it was so boring. I distinctly remember the line coming out of my mouth being like, "Rick, I'd rather talk to you about school."
Yeah, and I didn't even like school. Yeah.
Oh, no, I didn't. Well, let's try and get some redeeming qualities, eh? Let's do our usual rundown. Rick, is there somehow a favourite moment for you? And don't just say there was a goth girl in it, because she wasn't a goth girl, she was just a girl with black hair.
So, what?
Boy, is that dire of Rick struggling to think of a favourite moment.
Right, yeah.
He is the positive light on this show.
I'm usually the kindest one to these things. Oh, so let's go. The reveal of the alien man, because it showed that at least they gave a shit enough to design an alien rather than just have everyone just be humans.
I will begrudge you I will begrudgingly say that yes, you are correct, that I guess that is a positive, but boy is that dire. That's even more dire because that is literally, you decided to step over the bar.
Yeah, the bar was very low and I only just managed to find it in order to step over it. How about you? Do you have a favourite moment?
Yeah, I'm going to piggyback off yours ever so slightly by saying, hey, at least fucking Jaws is finally in movies now, so for the next 10, 20 years of cinema, there's going to be just a giant actor in things.
Yeah, a tall man.
Like, I think I've not seen Jaws in action because I don't care about James Bond, but like he was very funny in Happy Gilmore.
Yeah.
So, alright, Rick, go on, you were going to say something?
I was going to say, like, as a minion, I think Jaws is one of the ones that appears a few times.
He's in at least 2.
Yeah.
At least 2.
Which
I
is
think Odd Job
uncommon
is
for Jaws,
well.
not for Jaws villains. The Jaws villain is Jaws.
Yeah, the Jaws villain is a giant fucking shark, and it paid for Michael Caine's mother's house, as he'll tell you.
Yeah. It's the Jaws villain is Jaws, and it's a different Jaws in every movie because Jaws usually dies.
I cannot believe it's a real fucking scene of the people looking out of the plane while going over the ocean and going, "That shark's following us." It's like, fuck off. That can't be real, and yet here we are. But yes, Rick, from a difficult decision to another difficult decision because there's so much to choose from, do you have a weakest link?
Sound. There were so many things that were just painful to listen to. Just so many piercing, ringing sound effects that were just not fun to have in the same century as me.
That's actually amazing, Rick, because when you said sound effects, I thought you were going to make an entirely different point. So the fact that there's 2 things that we can just straight up talk about when it comes to sound design?
Yeah, so, like, just the sound effects in general and sound in general. But, like, the other part of it is music, where just because they're playing some up-tempo dramatic music, it doesn't make the thing that's happening exciting, because it wasn't. But yeah, I think the regular sound effects were the worst part of it for me. How about you? Do you have a weakest link that you can pick from this plethora of turds?
There's a lot we can talk about. There's a lot we can criticize. I understand why this film is called The Phantom Planet. However, boy, does that not really come up.
No, it's not. It's not even shaped like a planet.
It's shaped like we had like 5 different things we compared the shape to, and none of them were remotely planet-esque.
Yeah, it's like a bunch of balls of tissue that your mum screwed up and then missed the waste paper basket with. Oh no, those were more like the ones that the flaming things that were coming across.
Yeah, we had popcorn, we had fried chicken.
We had the dangerous suppository.
That was a U one, and I don't really like that one, but I'll let it pass, I'll let it slide. But yeah, the film's called The Phantom Planet because it's a planet that comes out of nowhere, but at the same time, it's not even a planet, it's not shaped like a planet, it's not the size of a planet, it's just an excuse for this man to be teleported to a different culture. And the moment they reveal the Gulliver's Travels gimmick of, oh, by the way, these people are like 6 inches tall, and this guy is now a giant. Oh, but wait, the electrons in the air mean that everyone who lands on this planet now becomes tiny. So don't worry about it, though. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, and they speak English by vibrating their muscles and automatically translating all language.
Fucking what, man?
I mean, that's what they said.
No, I know that's what they said, but you fucking what? Someone wrote that down and didn't think to, like, just have them speak English. You don't need to explain it. It's fine.
Yeah.
I know we were taking the piss a bit with like, oh, isn't it funny? You all happen to speak English. But that's a better explanation than just fucking, we manipulate the sound waves to translate things in real time. Fuck off.
Yeah. It's like, you all speak English, and you just look at someone just cuts to looking at the viewers and saying, yeah, it's for the viewers.
There's such a highly advanced society being able to manipulate gravity at will and do all sorts of crazy zany sci-fi bullshit, but no, we can biologically manipulate sound waves. Not just we invented a translator, because this shit happens sometimes.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Like, we know that they have they have contact with a different species, so
how does the sound wave manipulation bullshit thing happen over radio, Rick?
Yeah, I don't know. Don't know.
I think it's rather damning that when you look at the opening crawl of this, that you see the director and, well, no, sorry, the director wasn't the same person. The writer and the producer and like several other roles were all by the same guy.
So someone really had a passion for this turning out the way that it did, and he still released it after it turned out like this.
It's not a good film. Don't recommend watching it. Don't rewatch it. Don't ever watch it. We'll be happy if this video gets 1 view, because I'll be surprised if anyone gives enough of a fuck about the Phantom. I'm just saying, man. We've had some videos where we've got no views on them, and I'm like, that's a shame. I thought that was a good one. But this one, I'll be like, I understand. I get it.
The one that really bugs me that has got no views is the Dynasty Warriors video, because yes, the sound quality on that one is shit. But how would anyone know without viewing?
They don't. I don't even. I think I did put in the description. Sorry for the audio fucking up.
Yeah.
I think the name of that episode is Vaguely Asian.
Yeah, it's Vaguely Asian. I think it's Vaguely Asian, yes.
But anyway, should we even do a fucking MVP? Because I haven't got one, Rick. I think everyone did a shit job. Listen, if you've got one, you can do it, but my MVP is no MVP. My MVP is, I guess the actors at least took it seriously. I guess it wasn't treated like a farce, even though it probably should have been. There you go, Rick. Who's your MVP?
I'm going to give it to Liara, because she was pretty good at actually explaining things, behind closed doors. Okay. She was the best of a bad lot at explaining things behind closed doors. She, told him about the culture and why this and that were going to happen, and then she ended up hedging her bets and going, oh yeah, now you're the one I want to marry, and he's like, nah, you can't force it. And it looked like she was going to do looked like she was going to be the one that would sneak into his room with a knife, and turns out, nah, she gets over it.
Okay, so Rick is wrong, and on that bombshell,
you can be MVP, don't worry about that.
It's your MVP. Your name is next to it. I refuse to give this thing an MVP. I highlighted a fact about the movie that was kind of okay, but it doesn't even remotely come close to saving it in any shape or form. And on that bombshell, got the comment section turned into fucking Granville again. Not Granville, the other one.
Yeah, Arkwright.
Arkwright, there you go. Got the comment section down below on YouTube. Let us know what you thought of The Phantom Planet. Are there any other oldie-timey movies that we should give a go from this era? I gotta be honest with you, I think even the horror films we did from the fucking 40s and earlier were better than this.
I think the ones from the beginning of horror in, like, basically, because they were the first ones, they get a bit of a pass for being the first ones.
I think the only one that comes close to this level of poor is The Wolfman of London.
Yeah, because the ass pull at the end really did feel like an ass pull.
It was also just a shit film.
Yeah, that too.
Wasn't good. And at least The Mummy had Boris Karloff in it.
It did. It gave Boris Karloff the paycheck that he actually deserved, although the plot was crap. So, oh well.
And they knew it was crap because they remade it like 3 years later. Anyway,
yeah,
let us know in the comment section down below about all of that. I'll be surprised if anyone's made it here. I don't know why. I'm expecting comments because all I hear is crickets. Alternatively, Rick, where can they send their emails?
You can send an email to nonsensereviewuk@gmail.com. And either way, if you are still on YouTube, hit the subscribe button and watch it light up.
And you absolutely should subscribe, because for the next month we're doing all sci-fi themed stuff, and I promise you, everybody, they're better. We've got better things. We're not going to do crap sci-fi films from the 60s. We're going to do a really good... Well, no. We're going to do a crap sci-fi film from the early 2000s.
It's the best of a bad lot.
Yeah, you're not wrong. But again, I want to bring out that old reliable of the bar is low.
The bar is low. I think the first half of it is on par with the worst parts of the original trilogy.
Well, we'll have to wait and see when we get there, won't we? And on that bombshell, guys, may the Force be with you. Enjoy the rest of Space Month.
Bye!